It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your comfy chair, if you're at your computer desk, or even if you're in your bedroom. Remember, when you're online, you are not alone. You're not alone when you download or update your mail. You're not alone when you're on Facebook. You're not even alone when you search on Google. Why is this? You may not know this, but your computer has an address, just like your house when you go on the internet. But instead of being an address like this, 123 Main Street, it's an address made up of numbers. The numbers are separated by 4 periods. So in this case, we'll call it 1236843 That's a number that's been given to you by your internet service provider. That's a company such as Charter, Verizon, or Comcast. And we like to call it an ISP for short. Now what your ISP does is it connects you to the servers of the places that you like to go online. One such server might be something like Google. Another server could be Facebook. And yet another server could be your email. Now the information that starts as pictures and text gets transferred to zeros and ones and is transmitted across the cable line or the phone line. This information travels to your ISP, and then your ISP actually saves where you go and what you're sending. Then they send it to Google. Google will save your searches for you. If you send information to Facebook, Facebook will save that information too. And of course, if you send it to your email account, they also save. Whatever you put out online gets saved on a server somewhere. What does this have to do with me? I never post anything inappropriate online. I never talk to anyone that I'm not supposed to. I know the safety concerns and the risks. Well, have you ever posted anything online that might have been a little embarrassing? Or something online that might have been misinterpreted? Now say that you were embarrassed about a photo that you would either put on or given to one of your friends. Within minutes, this photo can be sent to Facebook. Then from Facebook, it can be saved on someone's computer. Then that photo can be sent to many different computers all at once. It doesn't really matter if you remove that photo. You can remove it. You can even remove it from Facebook. But it still will be saved on that computer. Everyone's been talking about this site lately. Do you know why? There are over 12 million registered Facebook members aged 13 to 17.
Share pictures and stuff with my friends. I have a lot of friends in other states, and some of them are really, really far away, so it's my only form of communication with them.
Because a bunch of my friends had one. A lot of kids also have them, and you can talk to each other.
We talk about postings. We're not just talking about embarrassing photos. We're also talking about mean things. Things that people say online because they're in their comfy chair. but things that they can say can get out. You have to ask yourself this question. Have you ever teased, frightened, or embarrassed someone online? Have you impersonated someone? Have you used information found online to be cruel to someone in real life? Have you not told someone who you really were online? Have you posted or forwarded a private photo or a message to someone else? Have you created an internet poll about someone? Have you sent rude or scary things to someone, even if you were just joking? Have you used someone else's password for any other reason, without permission? Have you posted rude things or lies? Or have you voted on an internet bashing poll or joined a mean online group? The reason why we're asking these questions is because this is something called cyberbullying.
Have you ever felt left out or bullied online, or know someone that has?
I personally haven't, but I do know someone who has.
Oh, really? What happened?
It was over form spring. People were being not nice.
How did she handle it?
She kind of ignored it, and then someone printed it out and showed it to guidance, and then, it was handled through that.
Kids made a fake profile and then made a group with it and thought they wouldn't get caught, that they were stupid, and they were the only people in the group at first. So, yeah.
Do you know what happened to them?
I think the person who made it had to do community service. Well, like Eric said, they created the group. Kids joined it saying they hate him, and they got in trouble for it.
You may wonder what you can do if you're using Facebook and you're bullied online. Go to Facebook's safety site. You can get there by typing in www.facebook.com/safety. There are all kinds of safety tips for teens, for parents, and for educators, and also for law enforcement. If you click on Safety for Teens, such as someone created an abusive group about me and my friend, what can I do? You can report the group. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that you should always tell your parents and your school. Massachusetts has passed a very extensive law against bullying in schools, and that includes cyberbullying. You can read it by going to Chapter 92 of the Acts of 2010 on the Massachusetts General Laws website. In it, it defines what a cyberbullying incident is, and it also explains that bullying is prohibited on school grounds or if it creates a hostile environment at school. Beyond all of the legal reasons as to why you should not perform in any kind of cyberbullying act and the trouble you might get into, you have to think about the person on the other end. Phoebe Prince was a student that committed suicide on January 14th of 2010. She was bullied in school relentlessly, and one of the ways that she was bullied was through cyberbullying. On the Stop Cyberbullying website, which is www.stopcyberbullying.org, you will find a section that's called Take 5. They recommend to put the mouse down and step away from the computer so no one will get hurt. The internet is a very powerful thing, and many times people, because they're in their comfy chair, forget that they can do things that will hurt others. What would you do to Take 5? You think about it. It may be too late later. Just remember that it's saved on a server somewhere.